কথা বললাম না আমার ঠিক আছে
নামাই দেন, আমি ডাকলে তখন তুলবেন না। চিতের নাম কান চাই আপন তো নেই, এটা তো গিয়াতে কি দিয়েছে দেখি ডেজিগনেশন কি তার মতো পারলাম না দিয়া ফারিদা সরি ওদের ইতের নাম কি, মালিকের নাম আলমগীর অপু, এটা তার মতো পারলাম তখন হয়তো কালকে তো একদম গিয়া সাজা সামনে না কিছু করেন নাই তাহলে
আমি 8,500 তুলে দিয়ে বাইরে আছে
শাড়ি এটা কিনছে যে
শুধু লাস্টটা টানিয়ে দিয়েছে, লাস্ট না পয়েন্টে টানিয়ে দিয়েছে তেরো কইছে 34 কইছে 34 দাদা না গাওয়া যায় দাদা মানে কনফার্ম দিদি রাত্রে 11:00 ডায়াল দিতে লাস্ট টানিয়ে সমস্যা নাই আপনার হারায় উঠে যাবো
ওই স্পিকার উঠার পরে স্পিকারের প্রেজেন্টেশন আমার এটা নামাই স্পিকারের প্রেজেন্টেশনটা দিয়ে দিবেন
যখন আপনি ওয়েলকাম জানাবেন তখন
তারপরে ওনার ইয়েটা তুলেছে তো স্লাইড কম 12টা শুধু 12টা স্লাইড কোথায় দেখবেন এটা কোথায় দেখবেন ওনার স্লাইডে গেলে দেখছেন এখানে আছে ঘুরালে দেখবেন there even money ছবিতে দেখা আছে এটা
ওই মধ্যে বহুত আছে এটা তো আমার সাথে কোনো তুলনা নেই আমার সংগ্রামে বিয়ে তুলছিলাম সংগ্রাম থেকে নিয়ে আসবেন অনেক ফোন দিচ্ছে তার পুরো বিয়ে ছবি খাই গেছে তারা এডিট করতে দিচ্ছে বলা আমি হারা গেলে এই লই দরজা করি তার লাগানো কথা আছে এমনি কিন্তু আছে হচ্ছে তোর অ্যালবাম আছে অ্যালবাম দেখবে ভাই এখন তাহলে না ওনাকে তো তোলা রাখা গেছে দিতে হবে না তারপরে এটা তুলে দিব
মানে আমি ওনাকে কিছুক্ষণ কথা বলার পরে আমি ওইটাই তুলে দিতে পারি ওয়েলকাম এটা তুলে দিতে পারি এরপর ওনাকে আমি টাকা
যখন কথা বলা শুরু করবো তখন
কোনো মানে ধরা বাধা নেই
এখানে মানে সিস্টেম গুলো আসলে স্ক্রিনে শো করার জন্য আর কি এটা তো বুঝতেছি এখন হচ্ছে কোনটা কখন কি দিতে হয় এটা আপনার মাঝে মধ্যে দিয়ে দেয়
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A wonderful day all of you. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professional Free International webinar. Thank you all for joining with us in this marvelous session, and I hope you stay with us till the program And time to time you like our Facebook page and subscribe our YouTube channel and also our Facebook group for upcoming information. And don't forget to mention your 5 friends in the comment box to join this live session. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGT as a global member. And I feel honored to host this webinar, and it's my delight to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professional Free International webinar. Once again, I am Kamrul, coordinator of IGP from Bangladesh. Dear participants, before we have completed our 866 webinar successfully. Now I'll be presenting webinar number 867, and the topic is neo literacies across the curriculum of the 21st century. Dear participants, after this presentation, we have quiz competition session, and today top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate. I remind you that there is no relationship between quiz completion certificate and free international webinar certificate. After our quiz, we have question and answer session. Then we proceed to our certification process. Dear participants, today we have a speaker from Philippines. Today our speaker name is John Kenneth Well. He is an instructor in Juela City Polytechnic College. Let's we welcome our speaker to the screen.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Good
Hello,
afternoon
sir.
to our viewers.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm immensely grateful for the opportunity that you have given me to become one of your speakers this afternoon. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So give a short description about yourself, then you can start your presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. A great afternoon to everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mr. John Kenneth C. Goyo. I am an instructor at Valenzuela City Polytechnic College. I am also a volunteer European facilitator of the Philippine Red Cross on disaster risk reduction management. I am also a licensed professional teacher and a certified technical trainer in electronics. Okay, the topic that I will be sharing with you this afternoon is about the new literacies across the curriculum of the 21st century. And with the status of our modern society as of now, we are cited by Dr. Elmer B. De Leon in his book, Building and Enhancing New Literacies Across the Curriculum on the 21st Century. We are ushered by a technological revolution that is becoming an increasingly diverse, globalized, and complex media-saturated society. And according to Dr. Douglas Kellner, this technological revolution bursts a greater impact in our society. And amidst the emerging social issues and concerns in our education system, there is a need for our students to be able to communicate, function, and create change holistically at the local, national, and global context. By how? By participating in real life and real world social learning projects. As a matter of fact, our generation today offers unlimited possibilities for a more exciting, more engaging discoveries and developments in education. The most significant thing that I will be sharing with you this afternoon is to introduce you to the new literacies that is integrated in our curriculum. And as an educator, it is essential for us to learn the integration of these new literacies in our teaching. We must learn to engage with new technologies and the literacy practices surrounding us, because this has a profoundly a great implications or impact in our professional development. something that cannot be addressed by utilizing new technologies as our new instructional tools. And we must develop these new literacies before we can help our students develop themselves. Let me begin my discussion on the new literacies with the definition of literacy. So let's define first what is literacy. Literacy is as simple as the state of being able to read and write. It came from the root word literate, derived from the Latin word literatus, which is a person marked with letters, or distinguished or identified by letters, or simply a person who was cultured and educated. Between the 50s and 1950s and 70s, literacy was defined as the reading and writing skills necessitated for the activities in that particular generation, since technologies before is not as booming as our technology today. But in our generation today, our society demands us to be equipped with multiple literacies if we want to excel in our chosen field while having the reading and writing skills as our fundamental skills. According to Miller, there are three subcategories of literacy. So let's discuss these three subcategories of literacies, which is more on something like a stage. The first subcategories is the basic literacy. It is the ability to correspond visual shapes to spoken sounds in order to decode written materials and translate them into oral language. It is as simple as how our early education teachers teach our early grade students. So they are teaching them with the symbols of the letters in the alphabet and associating it with words. Something like our example here in my presentation. So we have the symbol for letter B, and if we are going to associate it with sound, it's B. A, the symbol for A, and if we are going to associate it with sound, it's A. Same with S, Asa, and A, and A. So with these letters and sounds, we are able to create a word. So what is that word? In Filipino, we call it basa or basa. There are two stresses. So that is the basic literacy, the fundamental knowledge of reading and writing skills. The next stage is the comprehension literacy. Comprehension literacy is simply the ability to understand the meaning of what is being read. Going back to our example, basa or basa. If we are going to define this in English, basa, the stress basa, is to read, while the stress basa is to become wet. Now, if we know the definition of an etymology of the word basa, then we have the comprehension literacy. Because comprehension literacy will be achieved by knowing and understanding the definition of the particular idea. On the other hand, on the third subcategory of literacy, we have the functional literacy. It is as simply as the ability to make significant use of activities involving reading and writing skills that include using information, communication with others, and following the path of lifelong learning. That's according to UNESCO in 2006. Or simply, to make it short, functional literacy is the application of what the students have learned. And for functional literacy, if the learners can recognize the letters, put them into words, and understand the meaning of the word, they will be able to put it into sentence. And functional literacy aims to teach the learners the life skills that the learners can apply in their lives later on. Okay, so let's expand our definition of literacy. So literacy, in other words, is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, compute, using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. That's also according to UNESCO. And this is as simple as literacy is knowing about something and what to do with it. And it is not just about knowledge. It is also the application of what our students should learn in school. With this, we also have the new literacies in our curriculum in the 21st century. In the 21st century, new literacies was defined as includes social change, increasing field expertise, and digital technologies, according to PETAA in the year 2015. It is not just about reading and writing skills. And literacy, according to Landers in 2003, often flexible, continuous, and open, where online and offline lives and literacy scapes merge. As a matter of fact, there are 7 new literacies integrated in our curriculum. So let me introduce to you the 7 literacies that are integrated in our curriculum. The first literacy is the multicultural literacy or the global literacy. According to Go in 2008, multicultural literacy brings attention to diversity, equity, and social justice to foster cultural awareness by addressing difficult issues like discrimination and oppression towards other groups. Multicultural literacy should help our students to develop the 21st century skills and attitude that are needed to become active citizens who will work towards achieving the so-called social justice in our communities. And according to the Ontario Ministry of Education, a learner or an individual who possesses the characteristics of a multi-literate and global literate citizens must have the following. So let's remember this. They should have respect for human rights regardless of race, gender, religion, or even political perspective. So respect for human rights. The second one, we have respect for diversity, even the various perspectives and beliefs of other people. And we should also teach our learners to adhere to the call of unity in diversity. The third one, promote sustainable patterns of living, consumption, and production. And the fourth one, appreciate the natural world and demonstrate respect for the rights of all the living things. And we must also teach our students and or learners the sensibility of what we call maximum tolerance over the unique characteristics of other people. Next, the second literacy, we have the social literacy. What is this social literacy? It entails the development of social skills, knowledge and positive human values, the desires and ability of human to act and react positively and responsibly with a wide range of a complex social settings. In school, both the teachers and the learners can demonstrate social literacy. For the teachers, they can demonstrate this by means of interacting with their superiors, with their colleagues, with students, with parents, and other people. And for the students, they can demonstrate social literacy by means of interactive and cooperating, participating with their peers, with their teachers, and other stakeholders of education also. This means that as an educator, we must engage our students with the social activities that promotes participation and collaboration. So let's teach our learners that no man is an island and we need other people to grow. Okay? The next literacy, we have the media literacy. And what is this media literacy? This is a very important and one of the crucial literacies that we need to teach our students. The third literacy, which is the media literacy, this is one of the literacies that we must take into consideration since the utilization of media and even the social medias is the demand of our society nowadays. The term media was first coined by Lynch in 2018 as electronic or digital means and print or artistic visuals used to transmit messages and informations. And media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media to achieve media literacy. We as an educator must help our students develop an informed, critical understanding of the nature of all the medias that we have and its impact on our lives and our society. We as educators also must develop our learners understanding and appreciation of how this media works and how they construct reality and teach them how to utilize media to create positive impact on their lives. We are aware with the rampant spreading of fake news, and this is a very crucial topic. And teaching our students with the proper utilization of these media and even social medias must be our prime concern to avoid them with the negative impact that can be absorbed in the social medias. This goes with the digital and cyber literacy that I will be discussing and introducing later. And we must teach our students to be responsible in using or utilizing social media. The fourth literacy that is integrated in our curriculum is the financial literacy. This financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including the personal financial management, the budgeting, the investing. The meaning of financial literacy is the foundation of your relationship with money. And it is a lifelong journey of learning because we are not just going to apply this as early as we are a child. We can also use or utilize these skills in the near future. Financial literacy classes teach students the basics of money management, such as I have mentioned a while ago, the budgeting, saving, debt, investing, giving, and more. We all experience the hardship of earning money, and we must instill to our students the value of budgeting. That knowledge lays a foundation for students to build strong money habits early on and avoid many mistakes that leads to lifelong money struggles. Personal finance is reality for each of us, from high school students to first-year college students to working adults. Understanding how personal finance works is important and crucial to financial literacy for both individuals and the families. For this reason, teaching financial literacy is very vital to growth of the individual and the sustainability to work on high functioning adults. So let's teach our learners to become responsible in handling money and to save for for their future. The fifth literacy is somewhat related to the media literacy. This is the digital and cyber literacy. If media literacy focuses on the different media in transmitting messages and information, digital literacy, on the other hand, means having the skills you need to live, learn, and work in a society where communication and access to information is increasingly through digital technologies like platforms, other social media and mobile devices, and even developing your critical thinking skills takes place in digital literacy. Digital literacy promotes student learning by providing a solid foundation for students to engage with online resources by utilizing digital tools effectively in the learning process. And right now, as we experienced during the pandemic, students have more access to an online curriculum than ever before. So we are dumbfounded by the effect of the pandemic that we will be utilizing the digital platforms, and some of the countries are not yet ready to utilize digital platforms. But in the end, we are successful in battling the effects of the pandemic. We, as educators, are in the best position to help our students make safe choices in the digital world and use these digital resources effectively. Technology is moving our world and education system forward rapidly, and digital literacy can help students keep in the classroom and beyond. And it is just a matter of utilization of digital literacy effectively. So we must teach our students to become a responsible digital natives. So they are called digital natives. Next in line of the 7 literacies, which is one of my favorite literacies since I am an instructor of disaster risk reduction management, is the ecological literacy. It is also known as eco-literacy. And we are suffering with the consequences of our actions towards our environment. And it is not too late to educate people to take care of our environment, to achieve sustainable life. And this is the aim of the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organizations, or the UN, or the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And this is one of their goals, the eco-literacy. That is why in the 21st century curriculum and environment, we have the so-called green schools, where we can see the schools are planting different plants, even trees, even vegetables, and so on. And this concept of educating the youth about the impact of eco-literacy can bring to achieving a sustainable life. And that is what we aim in the near future. Schools should teach ecological literacy to their students. As defined, ecological literacy is the ability to identify and understand living and non-living factors in our ecosystem. It also entails the basic comprehension of the principles of what we call conservation, environmental science, and sustainability. This can be achieved by taking students on field trip, on the local natural resources, and teaching them to identify plants and animals, teaching them to plant, and by incorporating conservation into our lessons. Here in the Philippines, in our country, these schools promote the so-called gulayan sa paaralan, where they plant vegetables, and where young Filipinos are engaged in planting, not just to appreciate the benefits that it can bring, but also to acquire the lifelong learning skills in planting and helping our Mother Earth to heal. Every organization also, or even people or individuals, should also promote the proper waste segregation, okay, to segregate those degradable, non-degradables, the plastics, those who can be which can be recycled, and so on. We must help hand in hand, because achieving a sustainable life cannot be done by a single person only, but this can be done by the whole community. So let's help achieve a sustainable life through eco-literacy. Okay, last in our list, the seventh literacy is the arts and creative literacy. And what is this arts and creative literacy? Creativity is characterized by originality, uniqueness, and expressiveness. So it can mean making something, or it can be something new and innovative. Sir Ken Robinson has said once that creativity is about working in a highly focused way on ideas and projects, crafting them into their best forms, and making critical judgment along the way. So we need to teach our students to think outside the box. Bringing creativity and literacy together can be our powerful tool in teaching. Why? Because it allows our students to be active in literacy, from acting out in plays, in role plays, through characters, and they've made themselves through making props. It allows children to explore their imaginations. Getting involved in a story reinforces the learning and can also teach practical skills. For example, working with templates or basic sewing. Children are naturally creative. If you stop and listen to them, they often are natural storytellers. They have to make things up and will often have imaginary worlds. They will prefer to. They also love to get involved in making things, giving them a sense of achievement. So once you involve them, let them participate and collaborate with their peers, and they successfully did and presented their activities, it will help them achieve a sense of fulfillment. If they are engaged, they will also learn more. So it's about harnessing their ability to soak up information and to capture their imaginations. What can make teaching more fulfilling? So going back to our 7 literacies, let's boil down one by one our 7 new literacies which are integrated in our curriculum. Number 1, the multicultural literacy or the global literacy. Number 2, we have the social literacy. Number 3, the media literacy. Number 4, the digital or cyber literacy. 5, the financial literacy, which is one of the crucial literacies. Then we have 6, the ecological literacy, and the last one is the arts and creative literacy. Okay, so these 7 new literacies are very essential in our education system. Let us remember that. And education doesn't only focus on harnessing the innate potentials of the learners, but on guiding them to become responsible people that can contribute to achieving a sustainable life for all. With the 7 literacies also goes the 21st century skills. And I know that you have, these have been mentioned several times in different discussions. So let me just present to you the 12 21st century skills categorized into 3 categories. Okay, let's proceed. So these are the 21st century skills and categories, which also goes with the 7 literacies that are integrated in our curriculum. Number 1 is the learning skills and the innovation skills. And this is the 4 C's. And what are these 4 C's? The critical thinking, the creativity, the collaboration, and the communications. These learning and innovation skills teach our students about the mental processes required to adapt and to improve upon a modern work environment. There is a need for our educators to stress these 4 C's. So let's define these 4 C's. Number 1, critical thinking and problem solving skills. This includes effectively analyzing, teaching them to evaluate evidences, the arguments, claims, and beliefs, and solving different kinds of non-familiar problems in both conventional and innovative ways. We need to help this way through critical thinking. We are helping our students to make wise decisions and judgment. And for communication, this pertains to articulating thoughts and ideas effectively, using oral and written communication skills in variety of forms and contexts. And we need to teach our students to express themselves and communicate effectively with other people. And this is communication. For collaboration, it entails demonstrating the sensibility of teamwork and the ability to work in a respectfully in diverse society through in a participative and collaborative way. So creativity, we must teach our students to think outside the box. It might help them create innovations and self-fulfilling activities. The next is the literacy skills. And the literacy skills, this is called the IMT, the Information, Media, and Technology Literacy. So I have discussed media literacy a while ago, and let's just explain this shortly. We are living in the technology and media saturated environment. We all know that. And this environment is marked by the following: accessing to tools and technology. So we are lucky enough to access tools in technology and the abundance of information, the rapid changes, and the ability to collaborate and make individual contributions on an unprecedented scale, since we can both participate online and offline. Therefore, to be effective in our generation, everyone must be able to exhibit a range of functional and critical thinking skills related to information, this media, and the technology. Information literacy refers to accessing and evaluating information critically and competently and managing the flow of information from a wide variety of sources. On the other hand, media literacy, as I mentioned a while ago in my discussions on the 7 literacies, underscores the understanding both on how and why media messages are constructed, creating media products by understanding and utilizing the most appropriate media creation tools, characteristics, and conventions, and helping our students to become a responsible digital natives. Technology literacy pertains to the use of technologies such as our cell phones, our gadgets, our laptops, our televisions, our tablets, okay, to use a tool in research, in their studies, organize, evaluate, and communicate information. So that is the technology and media literacy. For the third, we have the life skills. So life skills in today's life and working environment both requires more than thinking skills and content knowledge, and cultivating the ability to navigate the complex life requires students to develop the following life and career skills. So we call it life and career skills, and these are intangible characteristics. Number 1, flexibility and adaptability to changes. Okay, initiative and self-direction, we need to teach our students with that. And of course, the social and cross-cultural skills, the sensibility of a maximum tolerance towards the characteristics of other people. Productivity, we need to teach our students the sensibility of productivity, accountability, and leadership and responsibility. So these are the 21st century skills that are categorized into three, which are the learning skills, the literacy skills, and the life skills. So I hope you could remember all those. And with this framework, as you can see, the fundamental knowledge that the students must learn, the green one, which is the three R's, the reading, the writing, and the arithmetic. And this is the fundamental knowledge that we cannot remove in our curriculum because these are very essentials. When we have this, we are also helping our students to acquire the three categories of literacies, the learning skills, the literacy skills, as well as the life and career skills. And we can integrate this in our teaching by how? By means of our assessment, authentic assessments, by means of the curriculum integration, professional development of teachers, and even our learning environment. And according to the Partnership for the 21st Century Skills, these concepts encompasses the wide array of bodies of knowledge and skills that have to be categorized. Moreover, this concept has interconnected with applied skills, the cross-curricular skills, the cross-disciplinary skills, transversal skills, non-cognitive skills, and even the soft skills. And we must integrate the literacies and even the 21st century skills in our teaching and instruction. We can make use of highly engaging discussions, the differentiated instructions guided by the whole brain theory or even the triarchic education to allow our students collaboratively learn with their peers. We must utilize standard and authentic assessments that boost the higher order thinking skills of our students. We must make our curriculum integrated and interdisciplinary. That can make our students masters the lesson effectively. We must empower also our educator to be involved in continuing professional development and continuing professional education because let's always remember this, we cannot give what we don't have. That's why we need to train, we need to study, we need to share, we need to gather more information, in trend information so that we can help our students achieve the quality education that they deserve. We as an educator must never stop learning. We must focus on creating a learning environment that is sustainable, the green school, technology integrated, and promote equality for the multicultural community. And with this image that I am presenting to you is actually an image coming from or retrieved from the book of Dr. Elmer B. De Leon, The Building and Enhancing Literacies in the 21st Century. As you can see, there are several disciplines in literacy stated with this. Let's say, for example, the multicultural literacy and the global literacy that is integrated in the subject Aralin Panlipunan in our curriculum here in the Philippines. The social literacy, so as you can see there, we have also the financial literacy integrated in the mathematics and the TLE subjects. So we also have this eco-literacy, we can also integrate that. Actually, eco-literacy can be integrated in all subjects because before we start our classes, we do the routinary activities first and teach our students to organize first our surroundings, pick up those pieces of unnecessary things or garbages around them. And even outside, we are also teaching our students that when they see some sort of garbage outside, they need to pick it up and throw it properly. And we are also teaching them to have the knowledge on waste segregation. Okay, so these are the sample of the integration of the literacies, the 7 literacies in our curriculum, in the K-12 curriculum. And this is cited by Dr. Elmer B. De Leon. Okay, let us always remember as an educator, we must explore first the unlimited possibilities that our generation can offer. So there are a lot of possibilities, especially when it comes to discoveries in development, in education, and many more. Never stop learning. That's our key. And let's continue to build a sustainable life for our future generation. And I hope that you learned a lot with what I have shared today. This ends my talk, and thank you very much. I am immensely grateful for this opportunity to share my knowledge about the new literacies in the 21st century education. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful and marvelous presentation you share with our participants. Sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So now we are going to our quiz competition, and after that we come back again with our Q&A session. Okay, sir?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Dear participants, now we are going to our quiz competition session, and today our quiz code is IGP. The code is IGP. Let's enjoy our quiz video. Speaker पे भी दे दे पर स्पीकर पे ना आइडिया ना उन्हें स्लाइड ना आइडिया क्विज शुरू से क्विज से शेयर करें स्लाइड शेयर कर दें स्लाइड स्क्रीन दें स्क्रीन शेयर Welcome back everyone. This is our quiz session time. You can join this session by slido.com. And today our quiz code is IGP. The code is IGP. Then you can join this live quiz session. And today top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate after this session from our official Facebook page. Our Facebook page address is Institute of Global Professionals. I remind you that there is no relationship between quiz completion certificate and free international webinar certificate. After this quiz, we have question and answer session. And after that, we proceed to our certification process. After 1 minute later, we start our quiz competition. So John B. hurry up and mention your friends in the comment box to join this live quiz session. To join this session, you have to go to Chrome or any other browser, and after that, you have to go to slido.com and enter the code, and the code is IGP. Then you can join this live quiz session. Now 38 participants already join with us. We start our quiz competition in a short time, so join via hurry up and mention your friends in the comment box. Let's start our quiz competition. Our first question is, Neoliteracies uses the gradual release of responsibility approach. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Our next question is, curriculum should be as integrative as possible. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Next question is, which of the following should middle school curriculum not be? Is it developmentally appropriate or standardized? Option number 2, standardized is the right answer. Next question is, the teacher's role in critical literacies is to support students critically analyzing the author's message or stick to the main message of the author only. Option number 1, support students critically analyzing the author's message is the right answer. Next question is, reading aloud should be incorporated into all aspects of the curriculum, not just a time filler. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Next question is, neo-literacies represent what? A shift in perspective on the study of literacy or full ways to learn? Option number 1, a shift in perspective on the study of literacy is the right answer. Next question is, neo-literacies can be described as non-linear. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Next question is, which is not a characteristic of neo-literacies? Is it use of digital tools or use of analog tools? Option number 2 is of analog tools is the right answer. Next question is, the new literacies are all information and communication technologies that have the potential to influence our lives. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Our last question is, new literacies is about shifting the structure of schooling from learning about abstract to learning to be. The statement is true or false? Option number 1, the statement is true. Thank you everyone for your active participation in this quiz session. Now, yes, going to see our leaderboard. Thank you everyone, and congratulations of our top 10 quiz competition winners. And top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate after this session from our official Facebook page. Our Facebook page address is Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you everyone. Now we are going to our Q&A session. After a short video clip, we come back again with our speaker. কমেন্ট বক্সে চলে যান, কমেন্ট বক্স প্রশ্ন তুলে এখান থেকে দেখবেন, স্পিকারকে তুলে দেন। কিছু করতে সকালে বিকালে সন্ধ্যায় কোনো কবিতা আছেন স্যার পিছনে কয়েকজনের সাথে প্রোগ্রাম সার্টিফিকেট ভালো কাজে আর একটা সার্টিফিকেট না পেলে নাহলে কথা কইব। Welcome back, sir. Dear participants, this is our Q&A session time. You can send your question in our comment box. Our speakers are ready to answer the question. Sir, our first question is, how can we promote global literacy and multiculturalism in the classroom?
Thank you very much. This is a very wonderful question, sir. We can promote global literacy and multiculturalism in the classroom. First, we need to have the sensibility of maximum tolerance towards the unique characteristics of your classmates. And also, we need to integrate some activities that can make, that can let them work participatively, collaboratively, so they can know what are the characteristics of these ethnic groups, and they will have an idea on how to deal with particular groups of group of people. And for the global literacy, we need to integrate global competence in our classrooms. And by how? By means of um, from localization and contextualization of subjects to integrating some global topics. It depends on the subject that you are going to teach, of course. But at this primarily, if we are handling students, then our subject doesn't have anything to do with multiculturalism, then we can get this we can integrate multiculturalism through activities. Okay, so participatively and collaboratively working with their peers.
Thank you, sir. Our next question is, what should we do to develop social literacy skill?
And what should we do to develop the social literacy skills? Just as I have mentioned a while ago, let's not um, take our students to the foundations of the classroom. Okay, so let's help our students socialize with other people, such as letting them group with their peers, with their classmates, group activities, to let them work collaboratively and participatively so that they will know each other's differences. It is very important to teach our students to respect each other's differences because that is the essence of social literacy and even multicultural literacy. So the tolerance of the uniqueness of each other.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, we are still waiting for your question. If you have any question related to this topic, you can ask the question in our comment box. Dear participants, we are still waiting for your question. Sir, our next question is it significant for a student to develop all, sorry, sir. Is it significant for a student to develop all literacy skills?
It is very significant to let our students develop all the literacy skills, but we cannot let them do it instant. Okay, so let's help. That's why we are here educators to help our students develop it step by step. Okay, integrating it in our classroom. As we all know that it is not just contained in the foundations of the classroom, but also outside the school. So we are not just the people who can help them develop these literacy skills, but also outside the school premises. The stakeholders can also help them develop the following literacy skills. So I think it's very significant.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I request you to close your microphone because your voice is not clear.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, sir.
How about this one?
Okay, sir. Our next question is, how can we overcome language and cultural barriers in the long run to have global literacy?
Actually, we can overcome the language and culture barriers in long run to have a global literacy by means of teaching our students the sensibility of respect with each other's diversity and also uniqueness. Because without respect, we are not able to teach our students to value the uniqueness of each other. So the culture, we cannot change the culture, we cannot change the language because it's already there. What we need is to teach our students and guide them that each other is unique. So appreciate the uniqueness and let's have a maximum tolerance. And we should also let our students and guide our students to lift each other's up and let each other grow by means of knowing each other's differences. And of course, I just want to add up, we shouldn't. We should also consider that the so-called education for all program
Like,
of our education system, and we should promote no restrictions short learning for our kids.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You answer all our question, and thank you so much for your wonderful presentation and sharing your valuable knowledge with our participants. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I'm immensely grateful for the opportunity that you've given to me as a part of your competent speakers. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, now we are going to our certification process. Today our program name is New Literacies across the curriculums of the 21st century. And today our certification code is IGP 0494. The code is IGP 0494. Please note that code to download your certificate. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime from our website. Our website address is edyzp.com. To download your certificate, you have to go to our website. If you have not any account on our website, first of all, you have to create an account, and after that, you have to enroll our today's program. And after that, you have to enter the code, and the code is IGP 0494. Then you can download your certificate. After downloading your certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP checking. Thank you everyone for your active participation in this program. Thank you everyone. Stay happy and stay safe.